Hello, everyone. You all let me know if you can see and hear me. Let me know. Hey, Renee. Hey, Renee. How you doing, baby? Let me know if you all can see and hear me well. Let me know. It's been a crazy evening. All right. Mhm. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Kiki. Thank you, baby. Okay, we got some sound here. All right. Hey, everybody. I want to welcome everybody to the live. Welcome. I pray that you all been having a wonderful day. I hope you all enjoy your stay here with me today. I hope you pick up something that you can use in your garden or just in life in general. Okay, baby? So let's get to the top of the chat, right? So while I'm going to the top of the chat, you all tell me about your meatless Monday. Let me know. Let me know about your meatless Monday. What you did. What did you do? All right. Let me see something here. Oh, there it is. Y'all, it's chilly in here. It is chilly in here. And I refuse to turn off the air conditioning. Yeah. So let's get it. So who's at the top of the chat tonight? We have Dave. Hey, Dave, how you doing? Thank you for being here. Hey, Kiki, how are you? Forgiven. Wonderful evening, everyone. Yeah. All right. Hey, Harvey, baby, how are you doing? How's everything going in your garden? Hey, Janet. Hey, Janet. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Hey, Linda. Hey, baby, how are you? Hey, Sylvia. And of course, Miss Renee Hall. Thank you so much, sweetheart. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Hey, Robin. Yolanda, good evening, Miss Linda, and everyone in the chat. Hey, baby, how are you? Mary Vance, how are you? Hey, Maria Patterson, how are you? Hey, Dorothy, Clay Gardner. Hey, baby, how are you? Hey, Bridget, what up, bro? Hey, man, how are you doing? My sister, Yankee sister, she said, good evening, my sister, the New Orleans Garden, Eatless Monday. Check. Clock that. Yeah, baby, me too. Hey, hands in the dirt, man. You all are on time, I tell ya. Okay. Well, let me drop a link, and you guys can use it if you choose to. Right now, let's see. Let me get that thing, and we're gonna put it in the chat for uh, these two fellas. Okay, there we go. All right. Whenever you're ready, baby. Whenever you're ready. I need to put some lipstick on, I tell you that. Hey, Backyard Garden Flo. Hey, Dakota. Hey, how are you? Sylvia say Meatless Monday was successful and always my water. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Yeah. Hey, Greg Jones. Hey, Greg Jones. How are you? Hey, okay. Wes Lewis, how are you, baby? I don't want to say your name so wrong. Yuzel, I know I probably said it all wrong, but hey, Sivon, Mike, Sivon, I see you, man. I see you back there. I'm talking to you, Stacy. Give me a second. All right. Hey, blessed Lady Gail. Hey, Miss Gloria. Oh, really? Use that. Okay, I said it right. Good. Dave say, how are you doing, Miss Linda? I'm doing good. I'm doing good, man. Wonderful. Hey, my baby Precious. She said, hello, Mama Linda, and everyone in the chat. How are you, baby? All right. So everybody, let's I wasn't gonna start with this, but hey, if y'all ready, y'all ready. So you all want to start with watermelons. Do you want to start with how to grow big watermelons? Hey, just do that. Hey, baby, how you doing, Tish? Mike say I made that soup Sunday. Yeah, I saw you stir fry, right? Sunday night. I ate it Monday. Was delicious. Several beans and egg noodles. Sounds real good, Mike. It looked real good too. Yeah. Um, hey Sylvia. Oh yeah, yes. Okay, y'all ready? Okay, Miss Red. Good evening, Miss London. Everyone in the chat. Meatless Monday was a failure. Oh no. All the way around. Oh, come on, baby. We gotta do better. We gotta do better, baby. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is right now. Are you ready, Stacy? You ready, man? All right. Come on up here with me, man. Come on up here with me.
What's happening?
Hey, what's up?
What's happening? I'm trying to get my New Orleans voice.
What's happening?
What's happening?
What's happening?
How are you, Miss Linda?
Yeah. I'm doing great, man. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Let me turn my
You can hear
fan
me.
off.
Good.
My fan may be a little loud.
Okay, so I can hear you good too. So what up, dude? What up, dude? Let's see what we got here.
The champ is here.
So I want to welcome you both to the live to talk about something. Well, I tell you what, let me start with Broke. Broke, I want to welcome you and I thank you for coming back so soon, right?
I'm glad
Since
to be here.
tell me about you are good,
Of
man.
course.
Good, good. Can you hear Stacey and I well?
Yes.
Bro, you could.
Yes.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
So
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right.
okay, yeah. So Mike and Kiki are the moderators. If I miss someone come in the chat, you are welcoming. And Nikki, you all say hello to him. Hey, Nikki. If I miss someone, because I really don't want to. Hey, bye, you baby. I see you. I see you stepping in. I see you stepping in. But I want to start with Broke. So, Broke, you started this thing uh, encouraging everyone to grow big watermelons, right?
Right.
So tell me about this and what made you do this? What is it about watermelons that's so exciting to you?
Well, it started out as a joke, just joking around because I love growing watermelons. But then I started doing research, doing a deep dive, how nutritious and healthy watermelons are
Mm-hmm,
for you. So I'm like, well, if people want to have fun growing watermelons
mm-hmm,
and they're nutritious, you kill two birds with one stone. So I was all in after that.
mm-hmm. Okay. So how long have you been doing watermelon wars?
2 years officially,
2
but
years?
unofficially
Okay.
3 years because Q back farmer Q Backyard Garden Adventures, he won the inaugural or the unofficial one, so we got it kicked off after that.
Okay. Okay. So you say that Q won the first one
Yeah,
unofficially.
right.
So who was your other winners?
David Corey won it the year before. I think his watermelon was 48 pounds. And then Sydney from the Naked Gardeners, I think his watermelon was 56 pounds last year.
Yeah.
Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Okay. So what you're saying is that you never won it before.
I didn't think he was just gonna say it like that, but no,
Talk to me, baby. Talk to me.
I mean, there's a lot of facts you're giving right now, but no,
Yeah.
I never won.
That was a question, man. It was a
No,
question.
I never won.
Yeah.
I'm gonna win this
Okay.
year though. I'm gonna win.
All right. Okay. See, I love that. Yes. Because every year we get a new suit. Okay, you can start all over, right? I don't know. I heard that song. Do you know that song, Stacey?
But it sounds good.
Huh?
Yeah, dude.
I don't know it,
Oh,
but every year.
well, it's a it's a Mardi Gras song, and all
Ah,
the Indians in the Mardi Gras here in New Orleans,
no.
they make their suits hand
Yeah.
by hand, and
I
so a
saw them.
song they have a song that says, "Every year at carnival time we make a new suit." Okay, but anyway, every right. So everybody, we all starting at the start line, right? We
Yes.
have a
Yeah.
delay. Evidently, we got a delay going on.
You
Yeah.
think so?
Okay. So, Stacy,
Yes.
you have grown so many watermelons. I've watched you grow
Yeah.
so many tomatoes.
Hmm?
Many people want to know how to grow big watermelon.
Right.
Now, Broke, I want you to pay attention now, because see, you make pick up some tips so you can win this thing this season, right?
What?
I no.
Let's go. Okay, Stacy. Huh?
I need to get some tips from Broke. I
What?
I don't, I jumped in the watermelon growing these giant watermelons just on the whim last minute, I think year before last. Um I have never got a watermelon in contention. You know what I'm saying? Like my watermelons are 30 pounds
Okay.
and below. So I know if it's 30 pounds and
Okay.
below, ain't no need me even putting it up there, trying to put it on nobody's scale.
But
Mhm.
Stacey, you got a better chance than most people because you understand soil, you understand growing,
Right.
and we haven't had consecutive winners, so it's not like it's one person just dominating it.
Yeah.
I mean, all you need is one
Right.
watermelon, just
I
one.
need to focus on it though. Like I got into the contest, but I wasn't like focused on it like, oh man, I got to, you know
Right.
what I'm saying, get this melon big and do all these different things. I had so many varieties of melons out there. I kind of kept an eye on them. You know, I did what I needed to do to them so they can be mature. But when I took my scale out there and I'm like 26 pounds, 28 pounds,
Yeah, that's where
you
I'm at.
I'm like, this ain't this ain't gonna get up there with the Davids and the Gina versus Ginas and the
What?
CCs and
Who?
the Ginas. I got to give her credit, man. I got to give Gina her credit. Gina, CC, those
So
ladies can grow some big
Gina,
melons.
Gina had a Gina. Wait, did Gina grow a big watermelon? Oh, she here? No, she's not here. I don't think. But did she grow a big watermelon?
I think year before last she did. I'm not sure about
Okay.
last year. Brooke got that look on his face. He knows.
Okay,
Now,
bro.
the year that it was unofficial, Gina had a decent sized watermelon, a decent size. But since
What's
then,
decent?
I think it
What's
was 20.
decent?
I think it was 24 pounds.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
She right there with me then. I thought she had something bigger than that.
Mike said Gina won.
It was unofficial. I mean, the one I saw, Q had the Mississippi watermelon. It was bigger.
Okay.
That's the key to it too. You know, that's one of the
What?
keys to it is the variety of melon that you pick.
Yep.
That
That's the
is
number
number
one key.
one on your list is the
Yeah.
variety. That's number one.
Yeah.
Right.
You need to get a big variety.
That
Yeah.
Carolina, what is it?
Cross.
The Carolina
Carolina cross.
cross. Yeah, that's a big melon. You know, so the genetics alone, you know, if you want to be scientific about it, genetics alone in that melon give you a better chance of actually winning Then you got other varieties that are like really big. Rattlesnakes, they get some good size. There's a
Georgia
bunch of them. I ain't
rattlesnake.
gonna call them
About the
all out because
great.
some of y'all might be in here trying.
Yes, broke. Yes, broke. He broke the Georgia.
Put the
Yeah,
Georgia
that
on it,
Georgia
Stacey.
in there now.
I am growing those though. I'm growing the Georgia rattlesnakes this year.
I
Yeah.
mean, it's three varieties that I think grow very well, and seeing everybody growing
Okay.
watermelons, I see the similar ones are usually the bigger. Like Stacey
Mm,
said, the Carolina cross,
mm.
the Georgia rattlesnake. Um, I don't know if I want to give
And
this
what's
one
the third
away.
one?
I don't know if I want to give it away because I'm trying to grow this third one. But
See?
TNOG, you said don't hold back. You said give them everything.
Yeah.
I
What
think,
about a Bradford?
I've never
You
heard
ever
of it.
heard of that one?
I'm not familiar with it.
You never heard of a Bradford?
Mm-mm.
Do your research on a Bradford.
Now I'm gonna tell you this, Miss Linda. The last time I was in
Yeah,
New
man.
Orleans and I was at Mr. George, the last time I was in New Orleans, I was at Mr. George fruit stand. He had some watermelons and that's so
Yeah.
big that it was a crying shame. I don't know what variety they were, but it would have won any
Yeah.
contest we had.
Yeah. Yeah. But then another thing you got to remember too is that sometimes when you get these huge watermelon, it is a variety, but it's also
Right. Oh, you
Mhm.
got to feed the melons. Oh, yeah.
And that's where
it
it
is
kicks
what you
off.
feed them. I mean, some
Yeah.
people, it ain't organic. I bet you that
And I
one.
guarantee you those
So
melons
I
that be
mean,
weighing
if that's what you do, that's what you do. But
those
that's
melons
one of
that's
the
weighing
things too.
200 pounds, 150 pounds. Ain't no way. Well, I ain't gonna say, but I just don't believe that 150 pound, 200 pound watermelon is organic.
But it
Um,
goes against, like Tina was saying, it go against the genetics. For those big watermelons that we grow in Carolina Cross and stuff like that, it'll tell you on the pack, gets up to 35 pounds or 40 pounds. So if you growing that variety and it gets up to 100,
yeah,
you are doing some ungodly fertilizer. I mean, 30, 40, 50. I'm
yeah.
just saying.
And apparently, the people that grow them that large, they've been doing it for a
Mhm.
long time. Because I'm
Yeah,
sure you had to have a lot
yeah,
of failures because you could easily over fertilize something like that. You know
Now,
what I'm saying?
yeah,
now, I'm not saying you can't grow a 50-pound organically. I'm
Yeah,
saying them humongous ones, 200 and
200
150
pounds.
pounds, I don't think you can.
mhm,
Yeah.
Also, a tip that I think works, if you harvest a big watermelon and you save those seeds,
Yes.
I think those will be bigger because they're used to your soil environment, they're
Yes.
used to the pollination, they're used to all that. I really think last year my biggest watermelon came from a saved seed. So
Yeah.
I think if I'm gonna grow a 50 or 60-pound
mhm.
watermelon, it's gonna come from the seeds I saved. And I saved all big watermelon seeds.
I believe that too, bro. I believe that once you get it in your garden and it starts to take on your environment, that genetics and all that, whatever changes is in that, that next the seeds that come from that are going to produce larger or even better tasting the whole nine. Because that's your garden. Your melon might taste totally different than what mine tastes in my garden.
And if you got ashy
Mhm.
soil, I don't think your watermelon's gonna taste good.
These are ashy soil.
If you got ashy
Yeah.
soil, I don't think your watermelon's gonna taste good.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, I'm just saying.
But plenty of water. I
So,
tell you
so to
that.
the chat, if you, yeah, anyone that is going to be in watermelon wars, broke farmers watermelon wars, just say yes in the chat. Let's see who's going to be participating. If you're going to
Now,
be participating this year, just say yes. Go ahead, bro.
now I just got off work. I came straight to work. I'm smelling like this morning.
Yeah.
But all day at work, I
Okay.
was thinking, what is it gonna take to grow a huge watermelon? Now, eh, this is my opinion on the subject, just my opinion. It Google ain't got nothing to do with this.
Okay.
When you see a seed
Mhm.
package that says rich soil, a watermelon plant needs the richest soil.
Yeah.
Richest soil. I mean,
Yes.
compost heavy.
Yeah.
I've been preparing my watermelon bed since last year, Watermelon Wars.
Yeah.
So
Awesome, man. Oh,
I've had wood chips breaking down in one area for 3 years.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the
mhm.
spot, and each vine should have only one watermelon. Cut those
Mm-hmm.
flowers off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cut
Yeah.
them
Yeah.
runners.
That is yes. So let me just say this too. Right now, I have never entered it because, I don't try to grow the big ones. I mean, I just try to get some watermelons.
Yeah.
Right.
But anyway, this is the thing here. In the beginning of spring, especially to people that lives in 8, 7, 6, and so on. In the beginning of spring, our soil is still cool. It's still
Mm-hmm.
cool. The best time here, I'm just saying here in zone 9, is to put your watermelons outside, whether you growing them from direct sowing or transplanting them from inside, is between late spring, early summer,
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
because a lot of people want to put their watermelons out soon as spring hits, but
Yeah.
remember they're going to grow very, very slow. And this watermelons love the heat, baby.
Heat.
They love that heat. Yes. So in the middle or the end of spring to the beginning of summer, that's when you should put your melons out.
That's the
In
truth.
9. Yeah.
That's the truth.
Because our soil is still cold. Mhm.
Yeah.
I mean,
And
So go ahead.
go ahead, Stacey.
I was saying, yeah, that's true. And then it's crazy is the springs have been here in my neck of the woods in Georgia. It's
Right.
been staying cooler way longer than I would like. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
And
But
I
it
think
has
the
to have
thing
that
we have
heat.
to pay attention to, you must pay attention to our nighttime temps.
That part.
Yes,
It's the nighttime temps. That's what you really must pay attention
yes,
to, right? Nighttime temps.
yeah.
Right. Okay. All right. Go ahead, bro.
I don't know. I was just saying, watermelons is two big factors. Like you were saying, the heat. That's why they grow so
Mhm,
well in Texas. That's why
Mm-hmm.
they grow so well in Georgia.
mhm.
Yeah,
It's the heat
Yeah.
and water. It's in the name, watermelon.
yeah.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Got to be
But
hot.
let me say this. One year I grew a big what's the name of this melon? Um it it's the melon with the stripes.
A
What's the name of that
Uh,
Morningstar,
melon?
uh,
No, super
Jubilee,
sweet. What it is?
sugar
No,
baby.
it's a big round. No, it's a big melon. I'll tell you the name of it. Anyway,
Charleston Gray.
it's no, it's a round melon, big
Oh, it's
round melon
round.
with stripes. Yeah, it's
Crimson.
it's
Crimson Sweet.
thank you.
Crimson
That's it.
Sweet.
Crimson
Crimson
sweet.
Sweet.
That's it. Yes. And let me tell you something. This melon was so big. It was so big, and I was just excited. And then it began to rain here in New Orleans.
Oh,
And when it rains in New Orleans, it rains in New Orleans. And it
Uh,
rained for 2 days.
uh,
I went out to my melon. Y'all know what happened, right?
yeah, I
oh,
already know.
She split.
She split.
oh,
Yeah,
She split.
yeah,
Yeah. So this is the thing too, is that when you have melons, you don't want your melons to dry out, but baby, you don't want to give her too much water because she will
yeah.
burst in a heartbeat.
and that's a
Yeah.
sickening
So
feeling.
Stacy, I remember you. Oh man, but you know what? I was so upset, bro. You know what I did? Me and Jody ate that melon. I was
I'm
not
trying to
going to
tell
throw
you.
my melon
Yeah.
away. We ate it. We ate it.
Yeah.
But Stacy, you grew your melons on a hill
Yeah.
one year.
Yeah. And that's, you
You
want to
remember that?
elevate.
Why?
Yeah.
Why?
Why? Because that's the way I seen it done. My great uncles,
Hmm.
they always had a mound,
Okay.
you know what I'm saying, for their melons. Um, and so that's what I done. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
It's nothing that I knew. It was just
Hmm.
something that I saw. You know what I'm saying? They grew them up on mounds
Right.
and let them run down.
Hmm.
Yeah, so that's why I did
Right.
that.
Right. I seen King do that over there at uh network. What's the name of his channel?
Grow Family Network.
King.
Oh
Thank
yeah, I
you.
saw
Grow
his
Family
too.
Network. He grew his watermelon. Yeah, you saw that? Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah.
saw
So
it.
he
Yeah,
he he did that too. Yeah,
And
yeah. What you say, bro?
you can't be scared of it.
yeah,
Watermelons, if you want big ones, you got to let them just go.
yeah,
Now, I'm not knocking nobody for how they do it, but trellising watermelons,
Hmm.
I think it's a bad idea. Let's
but yeah.
start there.
Big melons. Yeah,
Yeah, trellising big melons
yeah,
or put them in containers.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Watermelons want to
yeah.
grow in the ground.
Yes, they do.
It-
Yeah,
Yeah.
all the big watermelons I've
Yeah.
ever seen
They
are
want to
grown on the
sprawl.
ground.
yeah.
Right,
I
right.
get decent melons out of raised beds,
Yeah.
but to me, when you grow them in the ground, it's better. So this year, I have a Herbity Curbity,
Hmm.
the thing that you push out. Well, I made a compost bin out of one of those about 4 years ago, and my soil in there is a yes,
Broke
sir.
is looking. Broke said, "Or Herbert. What you
Yeah,
talking
the
about?" I
Herbity
know.
Curbity you
I
push
see
through the
it.
curb, the trash cans.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
I made a compost bin out of one. I drill holes all around it, all up under it, and I've been composting in it for about 4 or 5 years.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah. She ready now.
Awesome.
that
Yeah,
black
she
gold.
she about to sing
Yeah. Yeah.
that old gospel song. I'm ready now. She ready now.
No, here's a good one. I know I've been
Yes,
changed.
sir.
The
Yeah,
angels in heaven
angels in
assign my name.
my
You signed it.
name. I love that song. I
Yeah, I do
love
too.
that song.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Okay, so do you all recommend direct sowing your watermelons or growing them inside and putting them out as transplants? What is your method of what you think is best,
I
bro?
I I, I like to get them a start on them. They don't have to, and then I direct
Okay.
sow too. You know what I'm saying? I do everything like that. I
Hmm.
do starts, and then I direct sow. I do even
Hmm.
my okra, which you can just direct sow okra. But I like to have a few of them already in the
Hmm.
ground, and then I stick some
Yeah.
seeds all in between them. But I like to kind of get a little bit of a
Hmm.
jump, especially with the way our weather's been. You know what I'm saying here lately.
Hmm.
Yep.
It's been so crazy in the spring. Like I'm not getting that
Yeah.
heat like I used to. I can't
Yeah.
count on it. So if I got a little bit of a start, then
Mhm.
I prefer that.
Yeah.
I, I
Okay.
only start
What about
mine.
you, bro?
I only direct sow mine only because I have so
Hmm.
many plants in here already
Right.
that any big seed I direct sow. I
Mm,
don't I don't start no big seed on the inside. I just think the germination rate is so much higher in a bigger seed
right.
that I already have so much
Hmm.
stuff. If I didn't have so much stuff already growing on the inside, I would start one or two just to get a little jump
Yeah.
start on.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. But I get mine started. See, me and Broke, we're in the same state, but we're in totally different
I think
environments.
for people that live in a cold climate, if they live in a cold climate and they need to start these seeds inside, either way is okay. Whether you
Yeah.
direct sow your melons or you start them
Yeah.
from starter plants,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
still okay. And of course, you all know I like direct sowing most everything,
Yeah.
right.
right? Go
But
ahead,
now
Yeah.
if
bro.
you
Same.
in zone 6, you if you growing watermelon, I think you got to start early on the inside. You
Yeah.
just don't have enough good gardening days.
Exactly.
Right. And that's one of the
Time.
reasons I grow a lot of variety of melons that I do trellis. Um, I like growing exotic melons, not just the big ones. I just like tasting different melons. So
Mm-hmm.
every year I try to put something different in the ground, try it out, and then it gives people a chance to stay like in zone 6,
Mm-hmm.
zone 5, whatever. Like these zones where you don't get these long growth seasons, you could grow a bunch of these melons too. I just like the individual sizes, and I
Mm-hmm.
think it's fun.
Now I got those Korean melons.
Yeah.
Korean melons you sent me, Stacy.
Yeah,
I will be planting them this year.
I love those things, man.
I
I
will
love
be
those
planting.
things. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So we talked about soil. What about amendments in feeding your plants?
Oh,
So
yeah.
broke. Tell me about what do you think? I'm not saying what you do because maybe you got your little secrets, but what do you think is a good way or good fertilizers? Should you feed them slow release or is it best to give them liquid? Whatever. What do you recommend?
Now, before I put this, just me. Before I put the seed in the ground for the watermelon, I go through and put probably way too much granular
Mm-hmm.
fertilizer. I
Mm,
put a lot of
Mm-hmm.
granular fertilizer. I put it on top where I put the seed at, and I put a lot of granular fertilizer.
Mm-hmm.
I go back over with the wood
Mm-hmm.
chips, and
Mm-hmm.
every 2 weeks probably I go with a
Mm-hmm.
liquid fertilizer. I mean, and I
Like
alternate
that's
511 and whatever I can get on sale.
yeah.
got you.
Got to be
I
cheap.
understand.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you do, Stacy?
Yeah, I do something similar to that. I try to get my soil amended prior to the growing season. Like I just
Mm-hmm.
picked all my collards, so I got all these collard stems and stuff out. So I'm finna make another
I know,
511.
man. I saw it.
I'm gonna make another container. I got my sprocket because I want to have 2 super juice containers this year. Because what I'm gonna
Yeah.
do, broke, is to help amend my soil. Besides using alfalfa pellets and stuff like that, I'm gonna take that whole container of super juice and I'm pouring that
Oh my
all over
God.
my garden. The whole container. Yeah, they're going all over. That's why I want to have
Yeah.
two. Have two. Yeah, we're gonna get everything, all those microbes and all that. We want to get these things to moving prior to. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
man.
saying? Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
you want your bed to be way amended way before you start to put
Facts.
anything in it. Then
Facts.
anything else you do is
Exactly.
just is extra
Right.
because
Right. I
the
think
secret
I think having that slow. Go ahead. Go ahead, man. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go
I
ahead.
was saying the secret to it all is feeding the soil. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh.
That's the secret
Ooh.
to it all.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? We
Listen,
don't
don't
feed
give the
plants.
Come
secret.
on, Stacy. Give us
Yeah,
Stacy.
yeah, yeah. We don't
Thank
feed
you,
plants.
Nikki.
You know what I'm saying? We feed
Yes.
the soil. The soil feed the
Yes.
plant. Yeah.
And it
Yes.
don't start in
Now
spring. It
It don't
don't
start
start
in
in
the
spring.
spring.
it does
Mm-mm.
not, man. No,
Mm-mm.
no. Because I mean, really, we are in winter right now. We're still in
Yeah.
winter right
Right.
now. Spring starts when the 22nd of March.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's the 22nd. Spring
Something like
starts.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, but what I was talking about also is the granulated. So
Mm-hmm.
because watermelon are heavy feeders. They're
Yes.
very heavy feeders. They really are. So the granulated is going to help you in a way where you will feed it. And this just me because I feed my garden every 10 days. But watermelons, I do put that granulated, like I put,
Yes.
bone meal and blood meal. And
Yes.
but every 10 days, I'm gonna hit them up good with
You
some
come
super
with the
juice and
juice.
511. That's for real.
Yes, you coming with the
Ooh, gotta
juice.
have that juice. Okay.
Yeah.
And
So, but because they are heavy feeders, so
Yeah.
don't let your watermelons not have anything out there,
Mm-mm.
right? Just
And
like don't let them dry out.
Mm-mm.
Don't do that.
and something I see a lot of people do that I think really hurt the plant. They make their watermelon vines compete with
Okay.
grass for nutrients. Now you
Yes.
just said watermelons are heavy feeders. That
Mhm.
watermelon plant don't need no
Right.
competition.
Yeah.
I don't know if you need to put down weed
Nuh-uh.
barrier, a lot of mulch, but if that watermelon plant is competing for nutrients, you're not gonna get a big one.
Yeah.
Yeah, really. And that's the truth. And that's what I did. I put down garden fabric where my
Right.
melons was
Mm-hmm.
gonna run. But
Yes, that's what I did.
another thing I did, because and I said in the video, I have a backyard garden. I don't have, a lot of land and property,
Yeah.
right? Where they can just run everywhere. And
Yep.
I'm talking to these plants to let them know I have herbs, I have fruit trees, I have vegetables, I have flowers growing back here, and they cannot take up all the space. So
That's
Right.
what
right.
I do is on each one of those stems, I pinch the top off,
Yes.
and that will stop that plant from running, but it will start putting all the energy into that melon.
That's another secret.
Ooh, you know,
You
we
know what I'm
all
saying?
love it. Yeah,
All
I
Like,
right.
that's another
Yeah.
secret. You don't want them things to keep pushing off that runner, that lead runner.
Right.
So
Mm-hmm.
if it were me, I would leave, say, 2 melons on that vine. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
One
And then
melon.
back it off.
Then once I got that one melon established and look like it's gonna be
Mm-hmm.
him,
him.
Mm-hmm.
and then you go ahead
Mm-hmm.
and take the other one off. But I leave the other one
Yeah.
under just in case something funky happens. You know what I'm saying? Something
Yeah.
Now,
funky. I still
Yeah.
have that one melon on there because you can't start over.
what I've been
Right.
seeing,
And then you pinch that tip off of that vine.
Yes.
What you say, bro?
I was
Thank you,
just gonna say,
baby.
I've been noticing the last couple of years that
Mm-hmm.
watermelon would go bad sometime.
It does.
That don't mean the plant
Yeah.
is diseased.
Mm-mm.
That's not what that means.
Mm-hmm.
So don't start pulling your plants
Mm-hmm.
up after that first one. Go to the upper room. Just
Yeah. If you ain't sending something to the upper room,
Thank
you ain't
you,
a gardener.
baby.
upper room. Tell them, Space. Upper
Amen.
Upper
room.
room.
So this is a question. This is a question to you guys. I don't know if you ever experienced it, but let me know what your thoughts. Have you ever seen your watermelon looks like they have blossom end rot?
Yeah.
Yes.
Using my first one on the plant will look like that.
Okay.
Yeah, I've had
Okay.
that.
So go ahead, Stacey. What you do? What did
Oh,
you
I'm
do?
gonna say
Everybody in the
that
chat,
could
y'all
come
paying
from
attention now.
inconsistent watering. Um, that could come from
Mm-hmm.
lack of calcium. There's so many things, but
Mm-hmm.
most times, if you've been amending your soil, 9 times out of 10, it's gonna come from inconsistent water.
Uh,
Just a water. Right. Mm-hmm.
Now,
That hurt
So,
too.
bro,
That hurt.
what did you? Oh, it does. Very
Oh,
bad.
that hurt.
Just like we see it on the screen.
Yeah, that hurt.
What did you do, bro?
now, I I tried something last year. The one that got the blossom in right,
Okay.
I just let it keep growing.
Mm-hmm.
I got a nice
Okay.
size one, and when I
Yeah.
brought it in the house, I just cut the end off it. That watermelon was delicious. Now I'm not
Okay.
saying every watermelon start out with blossom in right don't work out,
Yeah.
but I wanted this because usually
Right.
when they're small, you see the blossom in right, you go ahead and cut it off. But
Yeah.
I said just maybe. So I grew two of them to full size with the blossom end rod on the end of it. And I'm not telling you to do that because I don't know if it's bad or what. I ate it. I cut
Yeah.
the end off and I ate it. It was pretty tasty. So
Okay. I might
I don't
try
know.
that.
It was black. It was all the way
Okay.
black on the end.
Yeah.
And
No, bro. I think I'll pass on that one, man.
I've never let them got that big. Once they started to get some size and then it goes. I just take them off
Yeah.
because I'm mad.
Mm.
What I'm
Yeah.
saying.
But
Yeah.
I got
What
to
I
a
do.
point.
And what I did. Hmm?
Now I
Go
was gonna
ahead,
say
bro.
I got to a point where I had so many watermelons. I just was trying stuff. Now
Yeah.
I didn't grow the biggest watermelon, but
Yeah.
I knew I grew the most.
Yeah.
I think I ended up with 30
The
watermelons last
most.
year. So I just
Oh my
was trying
God.
stuff at the
Yeah.
end. It didn't matter.
I'm gonna tell y'all
Yeah.
something
Now,
trifling I
and I know
did.
Chris grew a lot of watermelons over at Back to Our Roots Homestead. He grew a lot of them,
Yeah, he
but
did.
he wasn't in watermelon wars though. But
Listen,
yeah, he grew a lot. Go ahead,
I
Stacy.
had melons that I didn't see.
Oh yeah.
Watermelons can hide from
Mm.
you.
Yeah, man.
And at the end of the season, when I went to moving all that stuff, I had put the watermelons over here to the side, saying I'm gonna come back to them.
Uh-huh.
It broke. They still out there now, rotting away.
Oh my God.
Hey,
But they'll be back
Oh
though.
no.
but you know what I'm gonna do?
Yeah.
I'm
Mm.
gonna throw some soil right over top of them, water them in.
And they coming back.
Yeah.
They coming back. A
Yeah, I
lot of
forgot.
people
Okay.
seeds know when it's time to sprout.
Yeah.
So once it get
Yeah.
warm and all the conditions right, those seeds gonna come up.
Oh, I had a lot of volunteers last year. A bunch of watermelons I grew were
Yeah.
volunteers. These are black diamonds, so I hope they
Ooh,
come
that's
back.
good. That's a good. Now that's a
Beautiful.
good taste of
Yeah. Yeah.
watermelon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So now we talked about mending the soil and stuff like that and watering. Another tip is this: watermelons want to be in direct heat. Don't put them in the shade. I'm not talking where stars. Let them sprawl where they want to eat, family. It want the heat.
They do.
I
Tell
mean,
me about that, Stacy.
Yeah, they want that heat. In fact, some of the melons I'm gonna try to grow this year, I'm moving to a place that I never grew them, but I know it's hot as outside out there. So I'm gonna put those melons over there, just to see how they do because they're gonna get more hours of sunlight on this particular side of my house. They're gonna get the morning sun, they're gonna get the noon sun, then they're gonna get that afternoon setting sun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it's over there kind of towards my neighbor fence, kind of like in between our yards. Yeah, that's where they're
So,
going.
so listen, fellas. I want y'all to do this. I want y'all to do this for me. Now, I don't know if this is gonna work, but let's try. So, Stacy, this is what I want you to do. I want you to take your cursor and go to your camera at the bottom. You hear me?
Yes, I hear you.
You heard me, Stacy?
Yes.
Go to your camera and hit it, and I want you to count to 10 and then come back and hit it and come back.
Okay.
Just hit it and go and let it go off. Yeah. And count to 10.
Hello.
Okay. Hey, bro,
yeah.
broke. Hit
Yeah.
yours and count to 10 and then come back.
All right.
Hit your camera.
Time.
Count to 10, man. This is something my grandson told me to do when this thing is acting stupid.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. All right. Let's see if that helps it out a little bit. Okay. So now what we were saying about
I don't know
so we
that.
talked about just
Oh
having your melon, pardon me,
no.
having your melons in direct.
Mm-hmm.
Now I got a thing with the
And that is,
direct.
go ahead.
No, I got
Tell
a
me
thing with
about it.
that direct sun. I have a shed, and without
Okay.
knowing what I was
Okay.
doing, those wood chips that I told you been sitting there for
Mhm.
3 years, they're right next to the side of my shed. So I'm
Okay.
thinking if I plant my watermelons there, I get good sunlight, but I also get the sunlight bouncing off the shed
Mm.
to those watermelons.
Ah,
I'm a
yeah.
little excited.
So is your shade aluminum? Is it aluminum?
Yeah. No,
Are your shade aluminum? Is
I
wood?
think it's metal. I think. I don't know. I
Oh, it's
should
metal?
know. I
That's
think it's
even
metal.
better.
Yeah, that's hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that metal gonna hold that heat even more, right? So yeah, that's really gonna be great,
All
right?
right.
So
It,
now, if you all look in the chat and they have questions, so you all ask your questions that you want to have answers to. So here we go. Here, Nikki says Stacy and Broke are coming in clear. I'm seeing a delay on your end, Miss Linda, or it could be my TV. I don't know, my love. Maybe I'll do the 10. Let's see what it do.
what is that, Stacy?
Prescott von Blanc.
Hey,
Ooh, hey, you be fancy with them.
You know, I try to get. I grew these last year, and I grew these last year, and they split on me, but I did get one.
Stacy, you have a short out right now with those melons.
Yeah, the
Huh?
Blancs.
I seen it a
I grew
few
a bunch of. I
just
tried to.
yesterday. I saw it.
Yeah, I tried to.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even get that
Look
short.
at Nikki say fancy.
But I don't know.
Yeah, he did a short on those melons. I
Yeah,
saw it.
I
yeah.
don't I
That
don't
was
know why
that,
I
that
didn't
was
get
really
that.
cool.
But I mean, all in all, it, to me, it takes a lot of planning to grow watermelon.
Yeah.
I mean, and I'm not knocking anybody for how they, run their garden. That's your garden. But you can't.
Yeah.
A lot of people start in spring. Stacy just said he starts his fertilizer, and you did too, so it can start breaking down,
Mm-hmm.
preparing for
Mm-hmm.
the spring and summer gardening.
Mm-hmm.
Not knocking anybody, but if you walk out there fancy footed on first day of spring, March 22nd, say I'm gonna get this bed ready for watermelons. Eh, you gonna get some watermelons, but it preparations
Yeah.
start in fall. I
Yeah.
start putting a hole in my garden, composting in place. I'm
Mm-hmm.
adding scraps. I'm shredding paper.
Yeah.
I'm putting everything in the garden. I got mulch in there. I got alfalfa pillars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want my garden to grow, so I start early. So if you build a soil
Yeah.
like TNOG do, Stacy do, it starts early. As
Yeah.
soon as you remove a plant, I see
Mm-hmm.
TNOG putting some organic matter in that spot.
Mm-hmm.
I see Stacy when he started beds, he amended. I got the alfalfa pellets thing from Stacy. I just saw how he was putting that
Yeah.
organic matter back in there and keeping it going and keeping it going.
Yeah.
And if you
Mhm.
can push your hand all the way down in your soil to your wrist and it's black, that's good soil.
Yeah.
If after the
Mhm.
first layer is brown, I mean light skin brown, eh, eh.
Your
I
soul
Yeah.
over there, light skinned Keisha.
so 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 listen at this. And I heard some about gardeners talking about the difference between soil and dirt. So let
Yeah.
me just say this. It is, listen, if you're trying to gain muscle mass or weight, you're going to eat good food, right? You're going to
Right.
eat the food that gives you that bulk, right? If you don't give your plants the nutrients it need, then what you're going to have is just some grass. You growing something, but it is not nutrient dense at all. And that is what dirt will give you. It probably, maybe it will grow, maybe, but
Yeah.
that will not be a healthy plant, not healthy to give you nutrients to your body, right?
Right.
You want to give your plants all the things it needs so it can be nutrient rich so you can eat it and it can make you healthy and strong. That's
Yes.
the difference between healthy soil and dirt.
Yes.
Dirt
And there's
is
no shortcuts.
nothing.
So there's no shortcuts. Like
No.
gardening
Mhm,
is hard work. Like we grow year round. So it's something in my
mhm.
soil taking the nutrients out all year round.
Yes,
So I got to
all
put
year
it back.
round, man.
I got to replenish
Mhm.
that. If I don't, the next crop will suffer.
Right.
So yeah,
Exactly.
it's just a lot of work. The preparation, that's where it's at. It's
Right.
in
You
the
got to give
preparation.
that soil. Yeah. Yeah.
And
You
like,
got to give that soil that those NPKs and all the
Yeah,
macronutrients it
yeah,
needs in order so it can feed your plant so your plant can feed you.
yes,
and the
Amen.
double down on what TNOG said, if you ever pass by a huge farm, that soil look like sand on the top.
hmm,
So you running out to this grocery store, getting lettuce and all this other stuff. Like Tina said, is no nutrients in there. And like Stacy said, they're feeding the plant and not the soil. So you eating a lot of vegetables and fruits, but it has
Yeah.
no nutritional value to it.
all right,
It's a fact. You
Mhm.
only get
No,
nutrition
it's a
from the
fact.
soil. The plant takes up the nutrition. You eat the nutrition and you become healthier. If
right,
the farmer is feeding that soil 20 synthetic fertilizer, you are
yes,
not getting no nutrition from that. I don't care who said it is. I don't care what Google say. It is no nutritional value in a plant grown in no nutrition soil. It's facts.
right,
I'm sorry, I'm gonna get out the soapbox.
Exactly. And I'm with you 100%. That's okay. And it is because, like Stacy was saying earlier, is that plants get the nutrients from the soil. That's
yes,
organic. Organic fertilizers go straight to the soil and feeds the
yeah,
soil. Synthetics feeds the plant.
yes.
It feeds the plant. And seriously, it demolish and depletes
It
your
kills
soil. And that's
all the
why if you
micronutrients.
read about big yes, they a lot of those things they can't even grow out there, and this is the reason why most of them
Right.
now is growing GMOs, man-made seeds, is because their soil cannot grow regular seeds.
And people trying to lose weight, and you getting all
Mhm.
this fruits and vegetables. You exercise, but you're not losing weight. There's no nutrition in what you eating.
Mm,
It's not. So it's hard for you to shed the pound because there's no nutrition in it. So, and people who juice a lot and get all their vegetables and fruit from the grocery store. If there's no
mm,
nutrition in
If
that,
it's a four, it ain't no good. No.
yeah,
you just
And this
juice
is
and
the thing.
drink.
And some people don't want to hear it because, truth is truth. And sometimes people don't want to hear the truth. But
that's
if
true.
you're growing with synthetics, you are growing number fours,
Yes,
period.
yes,
Mm-mm.
I said that one.
that's true.
Amen.
Somebody got it right there.
It's
Yeah,
true.
a lot of salt in those synthetics. Yeah,
It's true.
And don't get me wrong, I'm not knocking how
It's
anybody do
full of
anything, but I just
no.
want we just want you to
Mm-mm.
understand what it is. If you make that choice to grow however you grow, that's cool,
yeah,
man. But don't tell me
Mm-hmm.
I just planted and I put down 20, 20, 20. fertilizer, and now I'm finna eat healthy. No, you ain't. No, you ain't. You eating greens.
Mhm.
You just eating greens. It's
No,
like you eating apple.
mm-mm.
It's nothing in there.
And your garden should have a cycle of life
I
too.
tell you what's in there, bro. Amen. But I tell you what's in there when you are eating synthetics. You are killing yourself slowly.
Yes.
That's what you're doing. Because listen, the older we get, things begin to break down. And you may be in your 30s or 40s, you may say, I don't feel nothing, I feel good. I feel good. Just keep
It's
waking
coming.
up in the morning, baby.
Like
Keep
my
on
mama,
waking up in the morning and you're gonna feel it. You're gonna feel it.
like,
You're
like
gonna
my
feel
mama
all
say,
those number
keep
fours
living.
you've been eating ain't growing. Would you say,
I said, like
Stacy?
my mama say, keep living.
Keep
You
living.
gonna feel
That's
it.
it.
Keep living.
You know.
It
And the
just
thing about it is we are a gardening community and we can grow. We have a choice. Listen to me, man. Big farmers and all these advertising companies, they had us so hoodwinked, that you got to have big vegetables. You got to have the
oh
big fruit. And if you don't have a big fruit, then you ain't no good gardener. You ain't
Yeah.
no good gardener.
but
That's too little,
Mm-mm.
right?
it
No.
get
And a lot of people having these little vegetables, they think that they're not good. Go ahead, bro.
now I'm just
Go ahead,
saying
man.
where me and Stacy live in Georgia, they run commercials for glyphosate, and they come
Yes,
on
sir.
and they say
I
they
know what
trying to
philosophy is.
yeah, they trying to get farmers to stop using glyphosate. You know what the farmer said? He said we are feeding Georgia. We got to use this.
Yeah.
Now, as a grown adult, you should say nobody has to feed me.
Right.
I have the means to
Mm.
feed myself.
Yeah.
Everybody with a garden
Amen.
should have been offended when they heard that person say, I got to feed you because
Yeah.
you lazy.
Right.
That's what he said.
Yes.
And
Come on, man.
we
Yeah,
got
man.
enough metals
So
and
they've been
mercury.
saying that about.
Yeah, we got enough metals and mercury and all kind of stuff in our system from the foods that we eat.
Mm-hmm.
And like Miss Linda said, it's a slow death. You know what I'm saying? That's basically what they're doing.
It really is.
It's a slow death.
It really is. And listen, and they know this. And they
Yeah.
know this. When I look at like a lot of mukbangers, right?
Oh man.
And they got to pour all this cheese and all
Yeah.
this sauce and
Mhm.
they got to pour it all over it. And my thing is, baby, what are you eating?
Cheese?
That's right. What you eating? What
Man,
you eating?
I
Right?
don't know, man.
So
Nine
that's
times
the
out of
thing.
10, it's not. 9 times out of 10, it's not even real cheese.
It's not 10 out of 10 is not real. But this is
Yeah.
the thing. God has blessed us to be in a position. We can grow our own food, baby. We don't have to eat that foolishness,
No.
And the
right?
crazy
We don't have to eat it. And we don't have to have the biggest peppers. We
Mm-mm.
don't.
and
Go ahead, bro.
the thing that gets me is people think when they gardening, I'm just doing something for my family so we have better food. That's a lie. I started gardening. My neighbor built a raised bed and he was talking to me about chickens. Down the street, a guy I worked with bought 5 fruit trees based off coming over my house one day eating a peach.
Yeah.
Gardening does not just do well for your family. It shows the community that gardening makes sense and it's something I might want to try.
Yes.
So everybody's always watching you whether you know it or not.
Yes.
So don't just garden for yourself. When you garden for other people because you're showing the world that you don't need to go to Kroger. And I say Kroger because me and Kroger got a little beef going on. You don't have to go to Kroger for everything. You got to go for something. But I be got done. If I go to Kroger for a bell pepper, a peach, an apple, strawberry, something I can grow. That grows easy.
Yeah.
Easy. Come on, man.
Mhm. Mhm.
And I want to say
If
this
you want to
too.
come up, man, come on. There's
I
the
want to say this
link.
too. Don't make sure
Go
that you're
ahead, man.
recycling everything in your
Okay.
garden. So whatever waste that you get out of your garden, leaves, uh, stuff that's left over from the previous harvest, man, put that stuff back into the soil or put it into some super juice or put it into your compost. It should be a cycle.
Closed loop.
It should be a loop. Nothing should come out of it. Take that waste, put it back into your garden.
And when he say put it back in your garden,
Exactly.
he also mean grass. If you're not
Mm,
spraying nothing on your grass,
yes.
stop bagging this grass up and putting it in bags, putting it up beside the road. You know what I do with that stuff, Stacey?
What's that?
I touch it like it's a money bag and I put it on the back of my truck. Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you. All the
Yeah.
leaves that y'all put in bags, I go get them leaves, I go get the grass,
Yes.
and I just feed it to my fruit tree.
Yeah.
Nothing should, as a gardener, how Stacey say, nothing should ever leave your garden. It's
Yeah.
a closed loop.
It should be a
Chop and
closed.
drop. If you don't know what to do with it, chop it and drop it. You pull a
Yeah.
plant up, throw it on the fruit trees, or just throw it in the yard and let it break down.
Hmm.
I went fishing a few weeks ago
That's
and I
good.
cleaned my fish and I dug me a hole in one of my garden beds, threw all the guts, all that stuff in it, covered it up. So
Hmm.
yesterday I was cleaning another fish I caught and I went to go dig it. Man, worms are jumping out of that thing like nobody
Yeah.
business. I was like, I don't have to go buy no worms.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then with
Yeah.
the gar,
I'm just trying. Go ahead.
a lot of people buy worm casting, and I've used worm casting. Worm casting
Mm,
work. Let's start there. Worm casting really work. But I heard
mm.
Lab Farmer say one time, cut out the middleman, go get some worms. I'm really gonna try that this year.
You can order them.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just
Yeah,
gonna try to put
Yeah.
worms in my bed and see
yeah,
what
you can
happens.
order them. But I got so many worms in my bed. I went to digging that hole, man. Them worms got to jumping out of there. I said, yes, sir.
You ever seen a worm in your bed so big you like,
Yeah, you got to do a double take.
I'm like, bro, what? I don't know about this one
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
Oh.
But composting in place is a real
All
good
right,
thing.
fellas. We have another guest.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Y'all ready for this? Yeah.
I'm
We
ready.
have another guest. Y'all ready?
I'm
Yeah.
ready.
Look at broke. So this man, he grew watermelons.
Uh-oh.
Mm,
You ready, man?
I'm ready.
I know Texas boy.
Here we go, y'all.
I knew it.
Oh, the
I
navy.
knew it
Oh,
was
Texas
that guy
boy.
there.
I knew it was gonna be somebody from Texas.
You know, I had to put on the old.
Hello.
Ooh, that joke is nice. That's nice. That's the Watermelon Wars winner T-shirt. Hey, can I see that one more time with the crying? Because you're
Okay.
the only person have one.
Listen.
you know why? Because you made it just for me.
Wow.
It fits so nice. It fits like a glove.
Oh, wow. Pop your collar, boy.
So I'm gonna let y'all know, bro. At
Pop,
the beginning
pop,
of
one time.
at this challenge,
So
he was like, "What's your size?" So I already know what you gonna win.
I ain't saying that.
Am I lying on you?
So this is a true Watermelon Wars winner, right? It's a little
Yes,
bit,
ma'am.
right?
Man.
So so everyone here in the chat, many people here in the chat, they will be participating in Broke Farmers Watermelon Wars. So since you are the champ right now, would you give the gardening community tips on how to grow a big watermelon?
It all starts with the soil. You got to have good soil. I've noticed
Look at
some
broke.
people. I noticed some folks. I was looking at earlier this week that some people were planting in containers. I don't recommend planting watermelons in containers.
Yeah.
Especially if you're doing 5-gallon container. If you don't, unless you're gonna grow in a big container, because watermelons are heavy feeders. They are some heavy feeders. And who was the one that had the most leaves?
Gina.
Yeah, I don't know what happened with her. Is she in the chat?
I know. I don't know if Gina is here, but Gina gonna get you broke.
Miss Linda, I ain't in it.
They was ragging on her so bad. I felt bad for her.
Listen,
I owe her some tea.
my name is Linda, right?
So if anybody knows Gina versus Gina, tell her to email me her address. I know she was going through it.
Man, bro.
Yeah.
Can I, TNOG, can I ask
So,
a question?
So the chips. Yes, man. Go ahead.
Sydney,
Yes,
what
sir.
fertilizer? I know you didn't do much at the end, but in the beginning when you dropped the seed, what fertilizer did you use? Now I'm pretty sure you used the rabbit poop and chicken manure. Am I right?
Just rabbit manure. I used what I did in my garden soil, how I laid my beds out. I did a 4x4 garden bed, raised bed, and I did 3 seeds. Ooh, excuse me. Pardon me, y'all. Pardon me. And I did 2 inches of just regular garden soil that I made from the Kellogg's mix, the Black Cow, and my I'm not sure if I even added my own compost in there or not. You can add your own compost. Deer poop, yeah, you can do deer poop as well. They're ruminant animals, they're cold poop. So deer poop, rabbit poop, sheep poop, all those are cold manure animals. You could add those. And then on top of that, I did 2 inches of rabbit poop because I got tons of rabbits. So, and one rabbit will pop. I think I did a test 2 years ago. One full-size rabbit will do about 5 gallons worth of rabbit poop. So, yeah. Now, I know Corey and what's it called? They wanted their seeds like ASAP, and I tried to tell them I was going to send them some free rabbit poop with the seeds with it for the 3 top, or I want to say 3 top, 3 bottom non-winners. My wife don't like the word losers. But and then on top of that, I added some more garden soil, and then I planted some calendula with there because you're going to need a lot of pollinators because they grow. Your first few flowers are going to be male flowers, and that's just to test the pollinators out, just to see. It's just like squash, they're just testing out the pollinators.
Oh wow, yo, Gina just walked in.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Gina, email me your mailing address. Uh-oh.
I'm doing the mannequin challenge.
Oh
wow. But then after that, you just water. You got to control your watering. Don't water, even though the water is in the name of watermelon. You don't want to overwater and you don't want to underwater. You got to check your soil out. And then after that, I mean, everybody already knows how to check to see. Hopefully, they know how to check to see if the watermelon is ready to to be harvested, wait till that tendril is nice and dry. I try to wait till like about extra 3 days. But if you got rodents, you might want to pick it right there and find some type of way to, to harvest it or protect it.
Hey, Sydney, what do you mean by the tendril for people who don't understand what the tendril is?
So the tendril is, if you're growing most melons is part of I forgot the scientific name, but you got your cucumbers, your melons, your squash, they're all part of the same family. And they have things that kind of grab onto things, and they have right between where the main stem of that fruit, they have like a little, I want to say, like, what's that dude from the Rascals, that little alfalfa, the hair little follicle type ordeal. And it's just out there, out in the open. It's like a little vine that doesn't do anything. Once that goes from green, I wait till mine go to black. Some people wait till theirs go to brown. I wait till mine go to black. That's when I know my fruit is nice and juicy. Now, you also want to make sure you pick the right seeds. These Sweet Baby Ray or Sweet Baby, what's those small little personal watermelons?
Yep.
What you got there,
Sugar
Miss Lynn?
babies.
Yeah, those sugar babies.
Sugar babies.
You ain't
So
gonna get no.
that's a tendril.
Yeah. So once that goes to brown, you can pick it. I wait till mine get to black though.
Yeah. Mine be looking like an old rusty toe.
Yep. Be like,
all right.
Sydney, how much
so Sid, what zone are you in, Sid?
Well, they just changed it. I think we're now 8B. 8A. 8A. We were 8B. So we're like 20 minutes away from the Oklahoma border.
Well, oh man.
Yeah.
So now that you're 8A from 8B, so you are colder than, well, they got you colder than what you were.
Yeah, our average frost used to be back in April. Our average frost used to be in around April.
So when do you start your watermelons outside?
I don't start my watermelon. I don't start my watermelon till my ground is average about 55, 65 degrees.
Yep.
Okay. So Gina said, Sid, are you sending her some rabbit poop?
Well, if she
That's
will
what
wait,
Gina asked.
If she will wait, I can send her some rabbit poop, but I know but I know Cece, she was trying to put some, well, and I know she's in a warmer climate. She's down in the Houston area. She can I think her ground is probably warm right now, but
she's at 9. She's at 9B.
Yeah. So I went ahead and sent her some seeds. I told her the rabbit poop wasn't ready yet because we're still in the rainy season right now. I'm going to be actually cleaning that out and building up. She said, bro, hush. I'm going to be cleaning that out and building a drying rack for that because I'm going to start possibly selling it. So I'm going to let these 3 people try it out, and so that way they can stop being from the bottom and get back up to the top, or at least in the middle range.
Sydney, I pay top dollar for the rabbit.
So Sid,
yes, ma'am.
Okay, Sid. So what would you recommend? Would you recommend direct sowing, or would you recommend bringing seed growing inside and
For watermelons and squash, that's the only, those plants is probably the only ones I direct sow. Everything else, most of the times, I'm start seeds indoors because I got OCD.
I mean, but why do you think it's important for you to direct sow those? I mean,
because with for me, it seems like their root system gets kind of finicky sometimes, especially with the Texas weather. You blink 1 minute and the weather could go back from 60 to 70s. And that's another thing is the weather, and you got to have most watermelons like anywhere from 70 to 85 degrees, and no colder nights than about 65. I wouldn't push it more than 65, because otherwise you can stunt the growth. You most of the time that could cause more greenery leaves, and also, oh, hold on.
Mhm.
I had to tell my Alexa to stop.
Yeah.
I don't want nobody else or whoever got
Mhm.
that device be up there. But sometimes overdoing green nitrogen will cause a lot of foliage. Just you get more leaves, so you gotta once your plants start to germinate, just do a well balanced fertilizer. If you don't have rabbit poop, sheep poop, goat poop, and all that, is a well balanced fertilizer, NPK.
Yeah, because see, that was my question is, with all of these poops and this and this and this, isn't there also a way that we can be over fertilizing?
Well, with rabbit poop, it's a very low. It's probably like a 1-1-1 ratio. But the good thing about
Hmm.
the rabbit poop and the very organic those type of cold manures is that it
Hmm.
also draws worms, which adds more humus and fertilizer to your soil. That's what increases the bio dynamic of your soil as well.
Hmm. So the question is, if you're using all of these poops and do you risk at any point to be over fertilizing?
Not with if you do organic. Organic is hard, especially with rabbit poop and those.
Right.
It's very hard. It's very hard to overdo it. And like I said, I only did it that one time. I had that 2 layers, and after that, I never fertilized ever again. Uh, Most of that was
Right.
just going
And
with.
I see people do.
Go ahead.
I see people do both. They fertilize organically and synthetically
Yeah,
their melons. You know,
yeah, yeah. Me, I don't do
but isn't
synthetic.
it there's a point where it's just too much?
Yeah, with synthetic, it is a lot of synthetic has a lot of salt in there. So after a while, you're going to have to flush out your soil to flush out your soil of all that bad stuff, and that takes a lot of time.
Yeah. So, what is your number one tip? Just one. You put your number one tip on growing big watermelons. Just one.
Just one.
Just one.
Oh, hmm. I would get the right seed.
Ah, okay.
The right
Daisy,
seed.
which your number one? Just your
That
number
was
one,
it.
man.
That was it.
See?
It has to start with the right seed. If you don't have the right
Mhm,
variety,
mhm.
you're not gonna get that big melon like that.
Right, right. What you say, bro?
I'm with both of them, but 1A would
But
be you got to feed that plant. It's like that
Yeah.
Seymour plant. It want to eat. You got to feed it, baby. You got to feed it.
Feed me, Seymour.
Feed me,
Yeah, that's
Seymour.
true. To feed. I think my Yeah, I think my number one would be is after you get your variety and you got your plant in the right place and full sun, is do not allow your plants to dry up.
yeah,
Some
Right.
people get lazy, especially when it's hot out there. They don't
yeah.
want to go. So
Mhm.
sometimes it's great to even get a soaker hose if you don't have uh, you know, what you call it, Stacy?
Irrigation. You don't have what
Thank you.
irrigation
If you don't
system.
have irrigation, get you a smoker hole, right? But do not get lazy and don't water your plants. That would be my number one,
That's true.
right?
Yeah, Definitely.
Yeah. So, do y'all see any questions? Any
Yeah,
questions in the chat that you want to answer?
I saw one right here. It's the why for me
Go
said,
ahead.
what about sugar babies? My space is limited, so I'm going to
Hmm.
trellis sugar babies and direct sow the other varieties. Look at a variety called fridge, refrigerator, watermelons, or something like that, and lemon drop
Icebox.
watermelons. Those are
Hmm.
smaller varieties that work well on the trailer. Some of those sugar babies are still 10
Right.
pounds. I don't know if you want a 10-pound watermelon on your trailers.
Yeah. This is a good idea for people also that have limited space.
Yeah,
So I do
that
grow a
is
lot of.
cool. But what is it, Stacy?
Oh, I was just saying for people that got limited space, growing a smaller melons. Last year, I found a bush sugar baby,
Mm.
so it even take up less space.
What?
Oh, I never.
Where was
Yeah.
that
So
at?
What?
Okay.
yeah. It's me now. It's
Hey,
me
you got
now.
seeds?
A bush sugar baby.
I found a
Bush
bush sugar baby.
sugar
Yeah,
baby.
Yeah. It
a
take up
bush
even
sugar.
less space.
Oh, by burpees.
Oh, wait a minute,
Hmm.
boy. Come.
Let me Google.
Google, my
You
friend.
know, we supposed to be giving tips now,
Yeah, but
and
yeah,
may the
Oh,
I
best
want
man
people.
or woman say,
Yeah,
40 seeds for
right?
$5.
yeah. I think that's a good, like for people that's
So
growing on their
Cheryl,
patio. I think that's a good
yeah,
that bush sugar baby. It doesn't take up as much space as a regular sugar baby.
Hmm.
and it grow on a bush.
Yes.
Uh,
That's great. That's
Eight
great.
inch.
So Cheryl say, do you all use blood meal, bone meal, and why or why not?
I used to, but I got so many animals now. I make my own
Yeah.
compost.
He's straight. He
Yeah.
got a farm,
Yeah.
but I use a lot of 511 compost tea. I use some blood meal here and there. I use some bone meal here and
Yeah,
there, but I don't use a lot of those. Yeah,
yeah,
but I do like the
yeah.
granulated, like blood meals or the granulated, um, the phosphorus. Yeah,
Yeah.
Right.
I'm not a broke farmer, but I'm a what's the other?
frugal.
Frugal farmer.
I'm with you on that because I will go get a load of horse
So
manure.
now as far as yeah, I don't use blood meal because of my 511 and my super juice. I don't
Yeah.
use blood meal, but I do use bone meal in lots of things. Any vegetable that that I grow that have a bulb that's going to give me that lanyard something extra,
Mm-hmm.
like beets or turnips or kohlrabi. I'm giving it some bone meal. Also, my onions, I gave them some bone meal today.
Mm-hmm.
They need that.
They do.
Hmm.
You want them to bold.
Yes,
Hmm.
Yes.
that's right, man. That's right. That's
I
right.
mean, it's
All right. So, go ahead, man.
no. I was just gonna say, bone and blood meal work excellent.
Yeah.
I just, I
Yeah,
I try to do without it, but first off, don't never get it confused. Just because I don't use it, don't mean it don't work. Both
Yeah.
of them work
Oh yeah.
excellent,
yeah.
excellent.
See, me,
Mhm.
I'm quick to go get a load of composted horse manure. I'm quick to go get me a load. and,
I know,
and
man. I've seen you
yeah,
do
and
that a
these people
lot.
got
Yeah.
these horses. They'll give you a whole. They'll load your bed up for $20 of composted
But
manure.
Wow. Yeah. So Stacy, is it aged?
It's aged. Oh, it smells so
Huh,
good when.
Stacy?
Yes, it's aged.
Okay.
Oh, it's ready. It's black, and when they scoop it
Okay.
up, you see the steam coming off of it from it composting that heat. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
and it just smells
Thank you,
like sweet
Gina.
soil. It has like a sweet soil smell to it.
What you say, man?
Man, they
Yeah.
giving away this
Yeah.
horse manure.
Yeah.
All right. So, yeah. What about timing? Do your timing play a role in getting a big watermelon?
Oh yeah. Picking that like that tendril, picking it, and then checking the under. Some people say checking the underside of it where it kind of fades and stuff. I just go by the tendril. I don't know how everybody else does there. I just do go by the tendril.
I did that
Mhm,
underside
mhm,
thing one time,
mhm,
man. Picked the melon, busted over. I just knew it was gonna be
mhm.
good. It was
Mm-hmm.
so heavy. I said, oh, boy, this thing is heavy. Busted open, man. That thing was not ripe. I was so mad.
Yep. That's why I say some people have that little, and some people go by the thump and stuff. I just go by the
Mm-mm.
tendrils.
Man, let that tendril drop like a black, old, rusty black toe.
Yeah.
And if you want a good, sweet, juicy watermelon, go for
What
the orange
what do
meat
you
or
go by, Broke?
The tendril. I mean, I've tried some other stuff.
Mhm.
Um, they were saying, tendril drying out like they said, but the underside of it is a creamy color. It has a better taste to it. I believe that. Um, Even if that tendril started to turn
Yeah.
brown, like
That
Stacey was
yellow
saying,
yellow bottom.
Yellow.
right,
Yeah.
it's supposed to taste better. Like Stacey say, wait till you get dark, 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 and that bottom. To me, those watermelons taste the best.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
I got my
I
mouth
think
all ready
so.
for some
I think
watermelon.
so.
No, I love me some
So
watermelon.
anyway,
Yeah, I like that red,
yeah,
either that orange or
yeah.
yellow meat,
So Broke, tell
watermelon.
tell us, when does the watermelon war starts and when does it ends?
Uh,
What's the dates?
uh, Sydney, when does it start? I don't remember. I'm just gonna be honest. I don't. So
Gina, do you know the answer to that, Gina?
I want to say starts April.
Mike
April.
said,
April. That'd be perfect. I don't have to worry about no
April.
more coldness. My
I
soil
think
can be.
last year it ran all the way to September, just so everybody in all different states can get a part. So I want to say April to September.
April to September.
Oh, the October. Mike said April to October. My bad. Yeah, April to October.
I think you stopped it in August after I pulled my two
Oh my God.
watermelons.
Oh yeah, I stopped growing them after that. I was what was that total weight?
55.7 or 55.9 or something like that.
And he ate it on camera.
Mm.
Wow.
With family.
Wow.
With family. PB love.
Well, I ain't no watermelon king, but this year I ain't the watermelon king, but this year I won the collard green king. You know,
Uh-oh.
thanks to Miss Linda. Yeah.
But you've been growing
that
nice
is
collard
true.
green though, Stacey.
Cabbage collards. Yes, you did, man.
Miss
Yes.
Linda, I ate some of those collard greens today. My wife cooked some of them yesterday.
Uh-huh.
Ain't no comparison.
And then listen, and you walked away with something where you could buy some more seeds and everything, right?
Yes, indeed. Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
You had a nice win. Am I right about that?
That was an excellent win. You know, my
Nice.
my grandbaby
Yes,
Christmas was
yes.
good.
TNOG, Double M Despo say, is April good for our zone? No.
What's up, bro?
They say is April good for all zones? No,
Oh,
it
okay,
depends on where
Broke.
you're at.
Are you gonna have a first, second?
It can only be one.
So Broke. Cheryl says, she say, Broke. Are you gonna have? Oh, no second places. Okay.
Mm-mm. It can only be one.
Look at.
I'm gonna be like this. I'm gonna have a thumbnail with me like this and like that. Back to back, champ, baby. Back to back.
Oh, it definitely ain't back to back. Definitely won't be a back to back.
55.9 pounds. Wow.
55.9.
So Nikki
Jesus.
said watermelon was 2025 April. Not Nikki, you have April to October. Last year's winter was 55.9 pounds, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think Broke said April to September, didn't you?
No,
Okay.
she's probably right. I don't know.
All right, baby.
I would like to be better at this, and I'm not a well organized person. It's just not my personality.
Okay, fellas. So you all have shared the secrets, am I right? Anybody been holding back anything? Okay,
I have, but I ain't gonna tell my secret.
Say what?
I said I have. I ain't gonna tell my secret.
It's not Sydney. Sydney. Sydney, can you hear me, man? This is the community, and we want to help each other. We want to help each other.
I'm helping them.
So okay. Listen to here. So listen, I don't want you to give up all your secrets, but get your pen ready, bro.
Oh, y'all already know me?
You ready, Sid?
What's that?
Sid.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. It froze on me.
One secret. We need just one.
All right.
You full of it, bro.
I'll give my one secret. Everybody listening, everybody get a little bit closer. Get the seed from Mary Heirloom Seeds. That's where I got my seed from.
That's where I got mine.
I did not.
Okay, y'all heard that, huh? Mary's Heirloom Seeds.
Yeah, that's fine.
We appreciate that, man.
I ain't gonna tell you what
Cheryl said we not listening. What?
I ain't gonna tell you what seed to get, but that's where I got it from.
Okay.
I will be going over there.
I have an affiliate code.
Okay.
Get a little discount.
Now, family in the chat, if you all have a question, please ask your question before they're not here. Listen, we have the man who put this challenge together. Oh yeah, man. Look at you.
Oh,
Come on, Stacy.
Okay. I'm gonna email you, Stacy. I mean, but
Listen, bro, all I need is 5. Just 5.
I don't need that many. Send me 3.
They don't give you but like a couple. They don't give you many in the pack. They
gave me 10. That's all I needed.
That's all you needed.
Really?
They 10, but they cheap and they organic heirloom.
Bro, why we cannot have this, bro? Why we cannot have a man and a woman winner?
Yes. No, respectfully.
Think about it. Just think about it, bro.
Well, we
I think
actually
about it.
did last year.
Behind every great man, there is a woman.
We actually did last year.
I take that in Tina. I would seriously take that in consideration and see if I can make that possible. I will.
Okay, man. I appreciate you just to think about it.
And I know everybody
So
been
Gina
sending.
said, Mary ain't got nothing I don't have. Oh, the community has been seeing your girl up.
Wow.
Gina. Wait. I'm trying to put her up here. This chat is moving. Wait a minute. I done lost it, yeah. Gina.
She already sold that.
They sold out of that seed, Stacey.
Oh no.
Did they? I'm glad I did 2
Wow.
orders. I still got
Oh.
my orders from what's called and hold on.
I think I have some Florida
Oh,
Giants.
look at Double. What Double said. Did you see that, bro?
Because
We might
Garden
have to get our seeds from
plays
Sydney.
equal. And that's kind of how I feel. I feel like it's equal.
Oh yeah.
But
my
we
seed
can't.
from last
Oh,
year.
listen at that. Oh yeah.
That's money right there. Y'all hear that?
I might have to
Barbara
put
said,
in
I
an order.
heard if you plant different varieties of melons, they are to be planted 100 feet apart. Can anyone confirm?
Say what happened?
100 feet apart.
Oh, so yeah.
Wait,
so
let me
what?
put it up here for y'all.
So
Oh,
yeah. So what?
cross-germinated.
Yeah. So
Not
if you're going to collect the seeds,
Not 100.
yes, it's something like that. It's if you're going to collect the seeds, you want to have that one variety because otherwise, and like I said, remember, watermelons, cucumbers, squash are all part of that same genetic. So it's hard to do that. But the thing with the Mary's heirloom seeds is she has different growers for different seeds. So she's not growing all of these herself.
I'm not gonna.
All the big companies do that though. You know. Baker Creek have many farmers growing seeds all over America.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Look, I saved some Frankenstein seeds from last year. I had 5 or 6 different varieties. I thought they were all big varieties. If they cross-pollinated, we're gonna plant them Frankenstein seeds, and I might get a 900-pound watermelon this year.
You might.
Yeah.
I thought I had some Florida Giants, but I don't see it.
Oh, they talking about. You know, what are they talking about? Seeds? Really?
Yeah.
Watermelon seeds, bro.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
I'm not even gonna pull mine out.
What you got, bro?
I'm not gonna pull mine out because mine are collected from last year. They're gonna be dynamic, darn near spectacular, TNOG. Almost diabolical.
Well, I understand, but I want you to think about the male and the female. I mean, listen. I want you to think about it. I think it'll be cool.
And the queen.
A king and a queen.
Yeah.
Prom night.
Yeah.
I say we have one.
Yeah. I think it'll be nice.
Back to back. Back to back.
Say what?
Sid, that shirt is nice. Can I see that shirt again?
All right. You gonna show your shirt?
That is nice.
Yeah, stand up so we can see it, so everybody can see your shirt.
Man.
That is nice.
Get close to the camera because I can't read what it say.
I'm sorry, the light kind of blinding it, huh?
Watermelon Wars.
Yeah, but what does it say? Tell us.
Watermelon War Champion.
Oh, that's nice. God, I designed the shirt and I'm envious.
He designed it
I
just for
love the
me.
crowd, man. The crowd is so cool up there.
He designed it just for me. He was like, you know what, Sidney? I think you're gonna win this.
And Crafty Leo only made one of those shirts. That's crazy. I should have got me one. That's crazy.
You should have. You should have.
Wow. That's nice.
Somebody said, how
So
about
when
first and second?
the female wins, you're gonna have to, change it out.
No. I thought a female was going.
I don't like the first and second, but I would rather a male and a female.
We can look at that.
So, Jack, what you think about that? Do you think male and female?
The second place.
Say what, bro?
The second place person was a female.
It was CC, right?
No.
It wasn't CC. I don't know, man. I ain't paying no attention to it. Once I didn't get no melon over 30 pounds, I sat down.
It was Honey Girl. I think her name was Honey Girl Garden.
Who was it, bro?
I think it was Honey Girl Garden. She had like a 40-pounder.
Ooh.
I'm gonna start keeping track this year. I'm gonna put all the names right.
All right, then. Yeah, well, listen, everybody is so excited about the watermelon war. So Broke, first of all, we want to thank you for even, putting this thing together. You have so many people doing it. It's just amazing. And it's cool. I like it. I really do. So thank you.
Thank
you. Yeah. Miss Red said, yes, bring on the queen.
Exactly. Somebody said, Veggie Farmer said, Mrs. Beckett Gardner was the queen. So you had your king and queen right there. Told you.
No, baby. No. That's not it. That's not it. That's not it. Dave said male and female might work. Miss Naked Gardner is your queen, right?
Yeah.
So we want a queen of these watermelon wars.
Sheriff said,
all right.
Oh my God. Team Midwest.
All right, guys. So if you all don't have anything else, do y'all have any advice? Team
stay
Midwest.
out of last place.
What is that about?
Growing watermelons in Chicago.
Okay. So do y'all have any more advice? Anything y'all?
I got some advice. If you think you're gonna grow a big,
I don't know how you can grow a big watermelon in Chicago, which I don't know. Go ahead, bro.
My only advice, if you're gonna put a lot of effort and time into growing a bigger watermelon to win watermelon wars, don't do it. I've already won. Don't waste your time. Don't upload no video talking about I'm gonna have the biggest watermelon. Lies you tell. Broke farmer for the win. 2025 watermelon came with an A, not an I.
Okay. I would say just try to join it to grow you some melons. Whether it's the biggest one or not, you want to, if you love watermelons, grow some.
Yeah.
I would say practice makes experience.
Yeah. Okay.
Because you will never be perfect at gardening or whatever.
I would kind of say what Stacy said. Just grow you some melons, baby. Grow you some melons.
Right.
Grow you some melons.
Yeah.
Right. All right, family. So evidently everybody got all the tips they wanted. So that means that we are going to see some big watermelons this season. So Broke, you get around to try to see all these watermelons, right? So what is
Yeah,
a good way? Should they tag you in their videos, right?
yeah. Me or David Core, me and David Core with the crop music keep up with all the videos, and
Is there a way
we
they
watch.
should?
If you hashtag Watermelon Wars, put 2025, and you can go to that hashtag. Matter of fact, you can go to Watermelon Wars hashtag and watch all the videos ever. They all show up in that hashtag Watermelon War. But put 2025 on it so to separate, because there's a lot of
Yeah,
videos over there.
yeah, it was.
It's a lot.
Wow.
Because some of them I was like, this is 2 years ago. What in the world?
Well, what about if we just want to go for this season? Would it be hashtag Watermelon Wars 2025?
Yes, man.
Right? Would that be cool?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. That would be good. Thank you, Mike. Mike put it up there. All right. Let's see what we got. What Mike says. That would be great. That's it,
With,
bro.
but with a Z, not an S. Z.
It's a Z at the end. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dakota said, I worry having gender, oh boy, win category instead of Kong, or for any winners might make things complicated with assumptions and non-bearing. Oh, no, I don't think so.
It's a lot of
I
big
really
words.
don't.
A lot of big words.
We keep it simple.
Yeah, that's all. Just speak it, baby. Just speak it. Right? All right, fellas. So if you all want to say something, I want y'all to say something about y'all channel. So if there is anyone in here that is not subscribed to your channel, we want them to do that tonight. Right? So let's start with Stacy. Stacy, tell us about your channel and the name of your channel and so on.
All right, my name is Stacy. My channel is Hands in the Dirt. I'm in Zone 8A, Georgia, right outside of Atlanta. On my channel, you'll see gardening. I've gotten back into fishing, hunting, a lot of things with my family, a little travel, and that's all. Just me, what I do.
Sydney?
My name is Sydney. My wife is Tori. We are the Naked Gardeners. We started this as foodies, backyard urban gardeners out in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Outgrew that space, sold that house, and moved out in the Northeast Texas area. Expanded. Now we got farms from chickens to ducks, geese, sheep, rabbits, pigs, everything. Kind of separated that from a different channels. Now this year we're kind of focusing on more vlogging type. I think we kind of broke the horse's back on the whole teaching thing. We're just going to basically now show and actually do more cooking and DIY type ordeals on our channel, showing how we incorporate our food into our meals and stuff like that.
Okay. So, Stacy, I want you to come back and I want you to talk about tomorrow night before we go.
Okay. Now?
Go ahead.
Okay, so come join me, Nikki, Bougie Prepper, for Wind Down Wednesday, Hump Day. You know what I'm saying? BYOB, bring your own bucket of whatever your beverage is. We're going to sit back and have a good time. We have Family Feud. We have trivia. We cut up. And we just have a real, real good time. And we invite any and everybody out for it. It's just the way that we lay back, grown folks. We do a little sipping. You can sip whatever you want: water, Kool-Aid, kombucha, stomp liquor, fighting liquor, making love liquor, whatever it is you want.
Oh, wow.
Hey, you can let your hair down, take your hair off, Hang your hair up. We do not care.
Yeah.
Just come lay back and have a good time.
So listen, and you, yeah, on the Family Feud, we really have a great time. Now, we had a king over there, but the king got took down. But anyway, Broke is your turn, my man.
Yeah, I video what I do in the garden, man. I mean, I have a good time. I tell jokes. I grow food. Um, it's I like to have a good time. Gardening, I have a job already. So gardening ain't my job. Gardening is my fun spot. So I have fun out there. I talk trash and I grow a lot of food and in my mind. But before I go, Miss Linda, I do want to tell Stacey I do want some of that making love moonshine he's talking about.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, you won't do what, man?
I want some of that moonshine Stacey was talking about.
Say that again.
I want that moonshine Stacey was talking about.
Oh, shit, I want some of it too, bro. Yes. Awesome, y'all. Listen, I want to thank you all for being here and for just sharing your knowledge on this great stuff. Now, Sydney, wait, before we leave, I want to ask you a question.
Yes, ma'am.
You said that you and Tori will be doing cooking and so on. So, what is your specialty in cooking? What is the specialty? At least one of your y'all specialty.
Well,
Is
so what we
it your
want.
animals? Do you go out there and grab one of them? Put them in.
Oh yeah. So everything on our farm is either to provide food or to be food. So I mean, is we're gonna basically show kind of homesteading stuff for showing. We're gonna do like some pork chops, different things that you can do from different cuts of the pig, different cuts of the sheep. I made some. Oh man, I just tried some duck prosciutto that I made from a duck breast. Oh my Lanta! Woo! I just got to perfect it, but baby, Lord have mercy, boy. we just be trying stuff. Like I said, we foodies. We just be trying stuff. We got this like wild game book that teach you how to cut or cook with different wild games and stuff like that, from duck, geese, rabbits. I had to convince the missus how to eat rabbit because she was not all for it. I grew up on eating rabbit, coon, possum, and stuff like that. And so I made this rabbit Alvin, and she was hooked on it after that. So, man. So we're going to be showing all of that instead of this doing garden stuff and farming stuff. We're going to put it all gel to one. So we ain't no professional cooks, so the plate ain't going to look all pretty, but it's going to be tasting good.
There you go.
I understand, man. I understand. It sounds really, really good. Really good. Yeah, all right. So anybody else have anything else you want to say? Come on, Stacey. You good?
Oh, that's it. Just tomorrow.
Who is the champ over there?
Come over to Wind Down Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for me, Nikki, and Bougie for Wind Down Wednesday Family Feud trivia. We're going to have a real great time. Like I said, you can drink whatever you want. Water, Kool-Aid, kombucha, stomp liquor, making love liquor, fighting liquor. You know what I'm saying? That black gal that Miss Linda like to sip on. Get your glass of that black gal. Yeah. And then if you ain't right, if your pinky, and then your pinky got it. Yeah. Yeah. That's how we drink over there. We pinky finger out.
That's a pinky up, huh?
Yeah. So y'all just come join us if you just want to let your hair down in the middle of the week and have a good time. That's all it's about.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Yeah. So Stacey, right now your champion is Texas, Miss Cece. Am I right?
Yes. Cece the champ. She taking on all comers.
That's your champion.
Yeah, that's my champion right now.
Sorry, Georgia. Sorry, Georgia.
Yeah, Texas is the champion. You know what I like about it
But
too?
anyway, guys,
The champions are
yeah,
always changing.
I want to thank you. I want to thank you all. Yeah, yeah. Broke was the champion for a
Yeah,
minute,
it was.
you know, but
A hot minute.
yeah. But anyway, guys, I want to thank y'all for being here. And listen, if you ever would like me to join you on your channel, holla,
Oh yeah.
holla. All right. I
All right.
appreciate you all.
All
We
right.
will
That's
holler.
it.
All
Y'all,
righty.
y'all good?
Yes,
Good.
ma'am.
May the good Lord bless and keep
Bless you.
you until we meet again. Amen.
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 Later,
Amen.
y'all. Well, oh, family,
Later.
don't y'all leave. These fellas don't leave. Amen. All right.
Amen.
Later. Bye, y'all.
All right.
All right. All right. Hey, y'all. All right, family. Y'all, the live was great, but of course, this StreamYard is bad. But I thank Sydney, Broke, and Stacy for joining us. It was amazing. I hope you all picked up some tips on how to grow your watermelon. Analytic, hey baby, she said it's going to be good competition again this year. Good luck to everyone. Watermelon Wars 2025. Yeah, baby. Thank you, Nikki. Nikki have the Naked Gardeners YouTube channel the in the chat. Dave say to, oh, you talking to Analytic Gardener? All right, and she have Broke Farmers in there, which is great. Wind Down Wednesday, yes, yes. Thank you. Big Wig Watermelon Champions. All right, golden time of day. Yeah. Hey, girl, dad, how you doing? Watermelon planting liquor. Wait a minute, Mike. That sounds cool. Watermelon planting liquor. I got to think about that one. Yeah. Um, my people from Texas, San Antonio, Dallas, Oak Cliff. Thank you, brother. All right, cool. Sammy Joe, thank you for being here, baby. Dorothy says, I have a short growing season. I need smaller melons. So, sugar babies, but also Stacy talked about a watermelon that grow on a bush. I don't know if you heard that, but if you didn't, when we log off, go back into the chat and listen to what Stacy said if you didn't get it. Right? Miss Red said, that's good old yeah. Oh boy. Broke jumping off dresses. Oh my God. You all preached on that. Oh, thank you, baby. Thank you so much. I want to thank you all for being here. I thank you all for your participations and just asking questions, because while we got them, let's find out what they know, right? I want to know. Dave say, Broke Farmer, I love your channel, my brother. All right. I've heard a duck bacon. You heard of duck bacon. Okay. Hey, L, hello. Broke say, thanks, Dave. Oh, that is so kind. What's up, Chad? Hey, Marilyn. Thank you for being here, Sydney. Says yes to Nikki. Duck breast. Okay. Is the bacon. Awesome. Miss Red say, I love rabbit. It tastes like chicken to me. People say that about frog legs, tastes like chicken. We do not make it, but I have it made. Okay, you talking to Cheryl. Sounds good, my brother. All right. Marilyn say, what's up, sweets? You talking to Kiki. Yeah. I love cottontails. I guess that's the rabbit. Hey, Yankee girl. All right. All right. Ouch. Linda, great live. Thank you, baby. Thank you for being here, right? Nikki OCD is chick. Nikki Walker, Sweets, Mike. I want to thank you all so much for just being here with me and saying hello to everybody while I talk to our guests. I appreciate you all so much. Hey, Jackie. Hey, my sister, Yankee sister. Bob Brownlee. She said, awesome lives and watermelon tips. Fantastic guest. Stacy, Broken, Sid. Have a blessed, healthy, and safe, warm night, everyone. You too, my baby. Thank you for being here. Okay. TNOG, come play Family Feud. Oh, no, indeed. No, indeed. I'm going to think about it, but don't hold me. Don't hold me to it because Nikki, you know, like right now, baby, I gotta go eat, and I just want to chill. I just like to watch. But I'm gonna think about it one day. Yeah. Janice says, good night, everyone. Good night, baby. Good night, Althea, my sister. Love you guys. God bless you. God bless you too. Yeah. Y'all, hey, Cheryl. Cheryl, Miss Linda, that was wonderful. Listen, we made it wonderful. All of us together made it wonderful. Okay, baby? It's us. It is us. Okay? Yeah. There was a song that I heard today, and now I don't hear the song. Oh, Lord. It was awesome. Thank you, Miss Red. Stacy say, enjoyed the live. Oh, Stacy, listen. I thank you, man. I thank you. You made it that way. You broke and said, you all right? I planted my watermelons last night. Okay, Marilyn. Good, baby. Good. Blessings to you all. Okay, my baby. Jackie said, this was great. I appreciate you, Jackie. That's okay. Broke is still in the game. Hey, Guava family. I appreciate all of you guys. Blessings. Amen. Bush, sugar baby, watermelons variety. Okay. All right. Hey, double. What's going on? Cheryl said Bush, sugar baby, watermelon. Okay. Cool. Listen, family, I enjoyed you all. Good night, everyone. Good night, Stacy. Thank you, Stacy. Thank you for answering my call, right? I appreciate it, man. Hey, Bridget, another great live. Thank you. Now, Nikki, put Wine Down Wednesday in just one more time. One more time? Just one more time. I want to thank everybody that also gave super chats. I appreciate it so much. I know I missed a good one. I will look at the replay. Thank you, baby. Thank you. I'm going to wait for Nikki to put in Wind Down Wednesday again because I really want us to show out over there. So if you have never been to Wind Down Wednesday, listen, let's make tomorrow night a big night. Let's show out, okay? Let's show out. So you all join us tomorrow night for Wind Down Wednesday on Hands in the Dirt channel, co-host with OCD is Chick, Nikki, the OCD is Chick, and Bougie Prepper at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Let's show out, y'all, and let's have fun because really, it really is about fun, right? And you can let your hair down. Take it off, Stacy said. Put it on the side. But anyway, family, I thank you all so much. And we're going to get up out of here, right? I'm going to eat. And I'm going to go watch some videos of you guys and see what y'all have going on. I'm going to have a video come up maybe tomorrow or Thursday. Okay, family? I love you all, and we'll see each other running around here on YouTube. Okay? You all have a wonderful night. Have a blessed night. All right, family? Thank you, Kiki. What'd you say, Nikki? Oh, okay. Let me put that up here before we go, Nikki. She said, Wind Down Wednesday. And listen, go and reserve your seat right now, okay? Do Stacy have the live up? right? Click that button so your phone could, let you know when they're live. Oh, Kiki, I love you, baby. I love you too. C'est bon, Mike. Althea. All right, baby. Y'all have a good night. I love you all. Thank y'all. Yeah. Mm.